Greetings, Matt and RC with you, and today I'll be talking to you about Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. The film just came out this last week, starring Nicolas Cage, Idris Elba, and Ciarán Hinds as the Devil. Not a real good film, guys. Sorry, twice is not going to work for this series. I have a lot of concerns about it. Overall, the film, the plot line is very simple. Nicolas Cage playing Johnny Blaze, who's been merged with this Ghost Rider kind of dark hero kind of thing. He's been sent out to try to find a boy who is going to be sacrificed by the devil named Rourke, if you remember him from the first one. And in doing so, Rourke will become an immortal figure on Earth because the boy happens to be an offspring of his. And so Johnny Blaze has to go and find the boy before the devil does and performs the ritual ceremony. Now, several issues with this film. First of all, it's only 95 minutes long. You can't tell a story this important in only 95 minutes. So when you have people like Idris Elba, who's great as the gatekeeper in Thor in the few scenes he's in, he's just not as effective here, although he loves to drink wine in the movie. And it's kind of funny watching him. But the whole idea of him and Nicolas Cage working together, just for me, just doesn't work. Now, the problem with this is, again, 95 minutes being the time, you can't tell the big story. Characters don't have a chance to kind of grow, and you don't really care about them. Now, it doesn't mean the film doesn't have some great parts to it. The direction of this film is pretty interesting. The same guys who did Crank and Crank Voltage are the ones doing the direction this time, and I think they do a pretty good job. There are some great anime sequences at the beginning of the film, in the middle of the film, that really are pretty good. There are some funny moments in the film as well, and they tend to bring that, but with only 95 minutes, that's not really going to work. And I tend to think that a film like this has got to be given a lot more, so there's information about, a lot more time, I think, to be able to tell its story. I'll give you another example. Christopher Lambert, who I absolutely loved in Highlander, who's having a bit of a renaissance in his second career here. I saw him on NCIS Los Angeles. He's going to play a bad guy on that show for a few episodes in an arc. Here, there's just not enough time for our character to spend with Johnny Blaze or anybody else, and he's the one going to be performing some of the sacrifice, some of the rituals to get Johnny Blaze away from Ghost Rider. And even this part, I love Lambert. He's terrific, but there's just no time for him on screen. Now, the film's only been out for a week. It's in third place. It's made about $22 million at the time of this recording. I don't suspect that you're going to see Ghost Rider. I'd put it in third place, actually, and I don't suspect that you'll see it go any higher than that. And in fact, I think you'll see a big change in those numbers as the next week goes on. It has been panned pretty roundly by the critics, and I think as soon as that press gets around, you'll see that those numbers go down. And I think ultimately, this franchise is in real trouble. You have to ask yourself, is Nicolas Cage the right person for this role? Is only a $70 million budget enough? Well, the special effects are great, but they're clearly not, addressing these other things. So many, many issues with this film. I don't recommend you see it. Maybe as a rental when it comes out, which is going to be pretty quick because this film is not going to last more than about a month. I would suggest you probably spend your time getting ready for the Avengers movie this summer by renting the good films, Captain America and Thor, and even the Hulk. I like those too. You'd probably be better off spending your time doing that. If you're on Twitter, you can check out my address listed below, and I also write for a website called onepercase.net. We write about all things nerd and cool, so please check us out. But don't check out Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. Just do us a favor. All right, this is Matt and RC. Peace.